and welcome to my channel. I'm back with a makeup tutorial. This is my first makeup tutorial this year. I'm crazy excited. 2018 is going to be sick. I'm so excited. I've like so much adrenaline. It's like the moment it hit New Year's I was like, oh my god, it's the start of a new year and I'm so excited. If you would like to see how I created this blue metallic with an orange in the crease makeup look, then please keep watching. Also, please do not forget to press the like button if you are excited to watch this tutorial, and I'll get straight on into it. So this is really exciting because I haven't actually sat down like this and done a proper video that isn't a vlog since like the end of November. I didn't really know what kind of makeup I was going to do, so I started playing around and then I'm like, yes, I'm gonna do that. But I've already done it on one eye and now I'm gonna go in to the next eye with you. We can get ready into the tutorial. It feels so weird that I'm doing this again because it's been a hot minute. On this eye, I use the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer Potion, the original one, and I really didn't like it, and I put it on and then I ended up just putting concealer over the top of it. So for this eye, I'm going to be using the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, what I normally use, and I also use the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly, that's a mouthful, as an eye primer, but at the moment I only have a tiny bit of it left. So I'm going to use my concealer. Really better that I'm using a thinner primer because otherwise it will just get really thick and cakey and heavy on the eye. I'm just going to cover the eye with this, and I go right up to the brow. From the brow down and across like that, and then all over the lid. It is actually really difficult to hide my excitement right now because we booked a holiday today and I'm just so excited. I'm just too excited for it. So now what I've done is I've sprayed my mini Real Techniques beauty sponge. I've sprayed it with some fixing spray so it is wet, and now I'm just tapping it into my eye. Fully blended, but as well it is really pressed into the skin nicely. I'm not going to look up because I don't want it to crease, but next I'm using, why do I find this so difficult to open? Am I the only one? The Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Powder. I'm just going to set the concealer that I've put on my eye. Now that is all set, I can get in with the shadows, and I am going to be using my Urban Decay Full Spectrum palette, and I'm firstly going to be using this bright yellow in the middle, and I'm using a big fluffy brush. I'm just going to put that yellow shadow into the crease. Next, I'm going to be using the shade next to it here, and it is called Seize. It's called Seize. Again, I have a fluffy brush, and I'm going to put that into the crease again and help contour the eye. Now I've done that, I'm going to go into my Urban Decay Heat palette. I'm going to be using He Devil, which is this shade right here. Again, I'm going to put that into the crease, and we're slowly going to make it really dark and contoured into that crease. Now we have done that, we can get on with the cut crease, and oh, where's my brush? I'm going to be using the concealer that I used earlier, the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer, and I'm just going to carve out the crease. When I do this, I like to make it much bigger because it kind of makes your eye look much bigger. So instead of just following my natural line, I always go a bit above that, so when you're looking straight ahead, you can still see that line and you can see it's a cut crease. Also, in the corner, I like to go out a bit as well to open my eye up. Once I've done that, I'm going to again get my tiny little beauty blender or beauty sponge, and I'm going to spray spray it with some Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. I'm just going to go over that cut crease just to push the concealer into my skin and kind of get rid of the top residue. Again, I'm going to be using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. And I'm just going to set that concealer. Once I have done that, I'm going to go back into the Urban Decay palette and I'm going to be using the white eyeshadow here called Bump. I'm going to give that spotlight kind of effect in the middle and put that white shade in the centre going down on my eyelid because that's where we want it to look its brightest. I'm going to get into the glitter. What I used is the Inkblot Pure Pigment eyeshadow in 117 or 117. It is this beautiful bluey pigment. As it's not a big thick heavy glitter, you can use that without any fixing gel or anything and you get a really subtle blue shimmer to the lid. But as this is quite a bright bold look that I'm going for, I'm going to be using a fixing gel, and normally I would use an eyelash glue, but as it's not a bulky heavy loose glitter, it doesn't need a really strong glue because it's a pigment. It's still quite light, and as I said, you can wear it without any, so all it does is just make it a little bit stronger. And what I've used for this is the Barry M Glitter Fixer Gel. As you can see from the lid here, I do use this applicator because I think it's just quite a good and precise applicator because it goes quite thin at the end, so you can get in all the gaps that you need to instead of just squeezing the gel out and using it that way. I found that a lot of product came out, so what I've done is just squeezed some of the gel out onto a surface and then got the amount that I need onto the applicator. Where we put that white shadow basically is where we're going to put the glitter, so I'm just going to pat that onto my lid. Once you have placed the glitter fixer gel onto your eyelid, then you have to work quickly and put the pigment onto your eye as soon as possible. I haven't put any foundation or anything on yet because there will be fallout at this stage, and if you haven't got any foundation on, you can just wipe it away. The brush that I've used for this is a brush that I got in the Urban Decay Electric palette, and there's two sides to it. One side is a more wider flat brush and the other side is a more precise flat brush that I use to get right up to the line of the cut crease. Right, so once we've done that, I can get in with some eyeshadow powders. If you see here, I've done a little bit darker on this corner. So I'm going to go back into my Full Spectrum palette again. I'm going to be using this colour, blue dark navy colour here, and it's called Minx. And I've got a tiny little kind of fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just going to fill in that area that I haven't put the glitter. Do you want to see something super cute? My puppy is sleeping behind me. How cute is she? I love it when she's in here with me. Now what I'm going to do, because I don't want to make that darkness too into the centre, I'm now going to go in again with this palette and use this blue here, and it is called Blindsided. I'm just going to put that onto a brush and just fill it in to make that transition from that blue glitter to that really dark navy a bit more seamless. Now I'm basically going to do the opposite on the other side. So if you see here, I've made it really light in the corner of my eye, and I'm going to do the same here, but where the glitter finishes on this lid, I'm just going to go in with that dark navy shade. Just so it really makes that glitter look really bright and pop. Do you See that? I'm going to go in with that lighter blue shade called Blindsided and just fill it in a little bit just to kind of have an ombre effect and go lighter as it gets to the corner. Okay, now I'm going to add some more glitter. I kind of want to make it so it's not a direct straight line like this side. It kind of blends really nicely, and what I also did is do a line of that glitter along the cut crease, if you can see, and I've done a bit up here but I haven't brought it down and to the side, so I'm going to do that as well. Once I've done that, I'm going to go in with the white shadow on the Full Spectrum Urban Decay palette called Bump, and I'm just going to put that in to the inner corner to brighten it up a little bit. My mum and dad have gone out and she just cries. Hi, what's the matter? Look. Why are you crying? She's picked up my mum's slipper and has pulled it on the bed. Why are you crying? Why are you sad? Don't be sad. You're gonna sing Keep Me Company while I film. Yeah? It's okay. Now I am going to wipe off the excess that has fallen onto my cheeks of the glitter and the shadow on whatever I have on there. I'm going to wipe that off and do my face and my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. So now I've done my face and my eyebrows, I'm going to carry on with the eyes. So I'm going to bring my mirror back. So I'm going back in with the Full Spectrum palette, and I'm going to go in with this navy colour right here, and that is called Minx. I've got a really tiny flat kind of smudgy brush, and I'm going to bring that Minx in from the bottom corner. I really do not want it to go too low. I want to keep it as tight to the lash line as I can. Next, I've got a new brush actually. This is from luxybeauty.com, but they do sell these on ASOS. They're more precise fluffy brush, I think, for me. It's really cute actually. It's pink and rose gold. This is the Luxy 231 small tapered blending brush, and I'm just going to blend in that navy blue. So once I've done that, I'm going to put some liner in my waterline. Opening this right now because I got this in my advent calendar this year. This was in the John Lewis advent calendar, and it's called the Marc Jacobs Highliner Gel Eye Crayon. So I'm just going to put that in my waterline. So now I've done that, I'm moving on to mascara, and I have to use this. I got this for Christmas and I just love it. Anyway, it is the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara, and the packaging, I know this has been out for a very, very long time and a lot of people absolutely love it, but if you see the packaging, it actually looks like it has water droplets on it, and you can feel it as well, so it's not like dented, it's actually water droplets on it. And this is quite a big mascara compared to my other ones, but it has got quite a big handle, what is quite nice in your hand. I'm just going to put this on. Once we have done that, it's time for eyelashes, and I am going to be using these, and these are the Urban Decay Urban Lash in Tricked Out. The lashes look really, really wispy, but also just dramatic. You can't go natural now, can you? We've gone this far, we might as well just go all the way. These lashes are... oh, I just love them. They're dramatic. They're a little bit fluttery, but they're like crazy long. And I think when you've got something this bold on your lid, you need really dramatic lashes so that you can actually see them. Otherwise it kind of just blends into your eye makeup and you just can't see them. So last but not least, it is the lips, and I'm not sure what one. I'm going for like a nudie colour, but I don't know what one yet. So I'm going to line my lips with the MAC lip liner in Sabass, because this is Sabassy. And now I'm going to go in with the MAC Lip Intensity Lipstick in Driftwood. Nah, I'm changing because I want something warmer. And I'm not going to use that colour because I want something warmer to kind of go with the warmness in the crease. And I'm going to use Charlotte Tilbury Very Victoria lipstick, hopefully. I need like a brown. So instead, I'm going to go with the NYX Soft Matte Lip Cream in Athens. Come on, I need orange. Yes, yes. I finally found a lip colour that I really think will go with this look, and it is the Urban Decay lipstick in Insanity Cream. Insanity Cream?
Sanity.
What do you want now? Matt, you're like shaking the camera and everything, just get up. What are you doing? Go away.
I look like Cardi B.
You do.
Huh?
I said you do.
You sound like her.
I know. So the reason I finally went with this one is because it has a more of an orangey undertone that I think kind of goes really nicely with the orange in the crease. The other ones, when they're like pinky undertone, it kind of didn't really kind of go, I don't know, but I just think this ties the whole look together really, really nicely. And yeah, so this is the final look. I really hope you like this tutorial. I'm just so excited to get back filming and getting creative with makeup, and I'm really liking this pop of blue with this orange. It's just a beautiful coloured blue, and it actually goes quite nicely with some of the tones in my eyes. The Inkblot pigments are incredible, and they have ridiculous amount of different shades and tones and reflects. Where's my favourite? This one is my favourite, 81, and it is a copper but has a really bright pink reflect in it. So in different lights your makeup looks different colours, what is stunning. Like I do in all my other tutorials, I will link all the products that I used in the description down below. I really hoped you liked this makeup tutorial. If you did, please remember to press the like button down below and the subscribe button so you don't miss any of my other tutorials, and I will see you in my next video. Mwah. Bye.